Fatality.
Video Game Voter Vanguard, your boy the Video Game Voter. You can see I'm still dressed in what I had on yesterday at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo because I just walked in the door. I just literally landed a couple hours ago, got my baggage, had to run a few errands before I came in the house, and here I am. I wanted to get the video out of the way because I'm jet lagged and I want to go to sleep. So I'm trying to get back on East Coast time. So I'm going to show you guys some footage. I'm going to let you guys know what I thought about the Portland Retro Gaming Expo and my first experience there. And most importantly, what I know everybody out there is waiting on, the pickups. So sit back, subscribe, catch the vibe, and find out what I thought about the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, who I ran into, and most importantly, the pickups. Let's go, baby. Okay, guys, so my flight landed on West Coast time around 11:30. I met Steve Wright Jr. at the airport. I'm going to link his channel in the description below. He's another fellow content creator. He's always around. He has an amazing collection. So shout out Steve Wright Jr. He also hooked me up with a media pass that got me into the expo early, so I was able to capitalize, and I most definitely did on those deals. So thank you, my brother Steve Wright Jr., man. Shout out to him. Subscribe to his channel and support him. So we can just jump right in. I got there. We rode the train. He went straight to the convention center. I went, checked in my hotel, dropped my bags off, came back on down, got my badge, sent him a text, and he was actually in there with the vendors. They wouldn't allow me in there first. He was able to go on there and get me a badge, so I was able to enter early. That's when I ran into Radical Reggie. Super cool dude. Absolutely down to earth. He's exactly how he is in his videos. I'll also link him down in the description if you guys aren't familiar. Subscribe to Radical Reggie, man. Shout out to Reggie, man. Super duper cool dude. Thank you, Reggie, for everything. Good time this weekend. I enjoyed myself. So I enter the vendor hall, and I meet a couple vendors. Some vendors were actually set up. Only thing was open on Friday nights was the arcade center and the console station. That was open from like noon to 8. That was kind of it. And they had one vendor over there. I picked up a couple things from there. We'll get to that later. And until I got to the vendor hall, I didn't really see some things I was interested in. So, you know, fast forward through a couple hours. I go over to the vendor hall, meet Steve Wright over there. I run into Radical Reggie. I also ran into John Hancock. He was setting up his complete North American Sega Genesis collection, which looks beautiful. Shout out to John Hancock as well. That was available to be seen in the Video Game Museum. You'll also see the footage from that on there. That was a beautiful sight. I also ran into John Riggs. As always, super cool dude. He was with his beautiful daughter, Lily. Shout out to John Riggs and Lily. It's always a pleasure seeing you guys. John Riggs shows so much love. He's such a super polite guy. Awesome. Super duper tall. I mean, I guess he looks tall on the videos, but that dude is tall. That's a big guy. So shout out to Riggs, man. Totally awesome guy. Also ran into my fave Metal Jesus Rocks. Shout out to Jason, man. Super cool dude. He was in there shopping. Everybody was in there trying to get first dibs on some of the good deals and gems, and there were plenty available. And I'm blessed enough to have got the opportunity to, you know, talk and chat with them and just, you know, conversate and, you know, take advantage of some of the early deals. Also met Drunken Master Paul for the first time. That dude is hilarious, super awesome. Highly entertaining. He was definitely born to entertain. Super cool dude. Shout out to Drunken Master Paul as well. So I did some shopping. I got the bulk of my purchases that Friday night. We're going to get to that in a bit. And I can say that I'm happy with what I came home with. I kind of didn't know where I was going to go as far as what I was picking up, but I was leaning towards one direction, and it definitely went that way. And you'll see that shortly. So, later that Friday night, I met up with Steve Wright Jr. again, a couple of other friends, and we actually met up with Radical Reggie. We actually went to dinner. We chatted for a little while. We talked gaming. We talked wrestling. Normal guy stuff. It was super cool. Again, Reggie's super down to earth, cool dude. We just had a good time. So everybody went back to the rooms. I actually think they went back to the arcades and played the consoles and stuff. But I went home or went back to the hotel and got myself together for the next day, which I was able. Reggie and Steve definitely recommended me to show up early and take advantage of the deals. So that's what I did. I met up with them. Ran into Metal Jesus, Drunken Master Paul, Riggs, Hancock. the whole gang. I ran into all of them separately. They were all doing their own thing. I did some shopping as well. Then later on, early on, I was able to get up in the VIP area, and I took an amazing photo of the entire vendor floor from up there. It looked incredible. It was a very good shot. You guys see that there. Let you guys see that as part of the footage. And up there, I was started having a conversation with Modern Vintage Gamer. I'm gonna link his channel in the description as well. Super cool dude. Shout out to him and his channel. He's doing great things. He just had a lot of insight about just gaming in general, about channel, and just, you know, being a content creator and stuff like that. And I was absorbing it all. I was taking it all in. Super cool, down to earth guy, man. Shout out to Modern Vintage Gamer. Hopefully we could meet together some more, have more conversation, and, you know, just move forward and build on the beginning of a friendship. I think it'll be super cool. So, you know, that Saturday continues on. I planned to do a couple panels, but I ended up going to the VIP section, got to talking to Modern Vintage Gamer for a while. Also, the creators from Votary, I believe they were up there. I met the creative director behind Darkstalkers. He was there. Shout out to him as well. There was a lot of amazing people there this weekend. So I did attend a couple panels. First one that I attended was on Saturday. Was the Angry Video Game Nerd. Shout out to the Angry Video Game Nerd, his whole team. I actually took pictures with him. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. Super awesome, down-to-earth guy. I mean, that dude was signing autographs for like an hour and was still there, still smiling. So shout out to him, man. Super cool dude. He was a great panel. He did some he was just talking behind the scenes about this latest episode. I'll link him in the description as well. So after I get out of that panel, I'll wait in line to get my autograph and get my picture taken with the Angry Video Game Nerd. Come out and I run into William Cox. Shout out to William Cox and his beautiful family. His wife and son was there. He stopped me in front of a long line of people that's waiting to see Angry Video Game Nerd and Metal Jesus Rocks, and asked me to sign his PS1. I'll show you the picture there. It was just an amazing feeling. That was my first ever autograph that I was ever asked to sign, and I signed it. I just can't begin to explain the gratitude that I feel, and just, you know, just almost emotion, because I put a lot of work and hard work and effort into this channel. I believe in myself. I believe in this channel, and I appreciate y'all believing in me, man. That made me feel so good. Thank you, William Cox, for that. I appreciate that so much. So I signed that from a bunch of people. That was also a good look. Like, he stopped me like I was a big deal. So thank you for that. Also, shout out to Alan Barr, because right after that, I think I shot down to the vendor floor. I was looking for something after that, and Alan Barr stopped me because he recognized me from my channel as well. So shout out to him. We had a nice conversation, just talking about content, creating video games and stuff like that. And I just appreciate, you know, people noticing the hard work and effort that I put in to bring you guys content. It's something that we all enjoy, and we could just sit and have conversations about. Video games brings everybody joy. There's no reason for anybody to be angry or anybody to be nerds. And if we nerds, so what? You know, we the coolest nerds around. There's nothing cool in playing video games and bringing everybody together. So that was super awesome. So then I attended the Metal Jesus Rocks panel, of course. I was right there. Steve Wright was there. The whole Metal Jesus crew was there. Drunken Master Paul did an incredible job moderating. He was asking questions. It was a good panel. Excellent. I went around to get my autographs. I actually brought gifts for the entire Metal Jesus crew. Brought everybody t-shirts. John Hancock and John Riggs, I brought them hats because I took them t-shirts. I met John Riggs at Too Many Games earlier this year, and I met John Hancock at Seattle Retro Gaming Expo earlier this year as well. So shout out to all them. Metal Jesus, of course. Radical Reggie. Drunken Master Paul. Kelsey Lewin. Kinsey Burke. Shout out to that whole team. I just appreciate y'all. I'm big fans. I got them to autograph something for me. I'll show y'all that in a bit once I get to the pickups and stuff like that. And, you know, I just appreciate even Kelsey, you know, she even asked about my channel, which made me feel good, you know, that someone at that stature actually pays attention to me. And Kelsey's doing big things. I'll link her website to, she's a co-owner with her newly husband. They just recently got married last weekend. So shout out to Cody. I met Cody as well. Pink Gorilla Games. If you're ever in the Seattle area, go visit Pink Gorilla Games. Great retro gaming store. And they sell current stuff. It's just a great vibe in there. Nice sounds, nice music, cool people. just a great store overall. So shout out to Kelsey and shout out to Cody, and congratulations on your wedding. So I was just thoroughly impressed by that, and I felt really good. I was happy. I missed out on something on Friday because in between my flights, my first layover was in New York, leaving. I ate something and I was allergic to it. I got on a plane. I felt my face swollen up. I'll show the picture there. My eyes got all puffy. And I wasn't even going to go Friday night. I was just going to get my badge and go back and lay down, take some Benadryl, try to get it to go down. But Steve Wright texted me, told me I should come back or stay. So I did. I could care less about the puffy eyes. I stayed. I'm glad I did. And I had a great time. You know, so Saturday I did some more pickups, did some more shopping, got some footage, talked with some guys again, had a good time. Sunday, same deal. I still showed up early, ran into the same guys on the floor again, Drunken Master Paul, Metal Jesus, Radical Reggie, and we just walk around shopping, chit-chatting here and there, doing some pickups, get some more footage, play some games, got some great pickups. All in all, I was thoroughly impressed with the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I highly recommend it to anybody that wants to visit any expos. That would definitely be the premier expo. I've been to a lot this year, and I would rank that right up there with MagFest, even though I volunteered working at MagFest, so I didn't really take it in, but I saw it, and I know what it's about. I would say Retro Gaming, Portland Retro Gaming Expo is right there with it. I think MagFest is a little bit bigger, but in comparison to size, if I would suggest anything, like we want to do anything, and these are my recommendations, even over E3 in my opinion. If you want to go to a Retro Gaming Expo, MagFest and Portland Retro Gaming Expo are absolutely the ones to go to. And that's not any shade to anything else. Too Many Games was great. New Jersey Gaming Con was great. Seattle Retro Gaming Expo was great as well. But Portland Retro Gaming Expo, especially if you're looking to add to your collection, certain things you're looking for, there are some incredible gems in there. Great pricing. Speaking of price, I got to shout out Jay Williams. I don't think he has a store or anything, or he basically said he didn't have anything, but I got majority of my pickups from him, my biggest ones, and he just had phenomenal prices. Everybody there was kind of working with you. It wasn't too bad, but he was incredible with his pricing. I know he made a ton, and he deserved it. He had great deals, and we'll get to them in a little bit. But absolutely, if you're looking for a Retro Gaming Con, you're looking for some pickups, Portland Retro Gaming Expo is the premier expo to go and attend. It's even for the vibes. They had the National Video Game Museum set up, video game history, which Kelsey Lewin is now like a director or something like that of that. So shout out to her. Congratulations on that. She helped set that all up, and John Hancock had his entire North American Sega Genesis physical collection displayed, and it was a great look. So shout out to John for that. It was beautiful, just beautiful. So again, I highly recommend that. So let's get into what everybody I know has been waiting for. Enough of this chit chat. Let's get to the pickups, baby. Alright guys, so we're going to get into some pickups. Sitting on the couch will be more comfortable because it's going to take a while. First, we start showing you two badges. This is my weekend badge. Had a Game Boy theme on it. It says Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Has the times and everything. Then it's the media pass. So shout out to Steve Wright Jr. again. Forget me that. They got me access in early. So those are my two badges from the event. Also, they were giving these away. I actually picked up two from Hyperkin. They made some Portland Retro Gaming Expo tote bags. I got two of those. And part of my package, I bought the weekend pass. I included the Vit t-shirt. It has 1989 to 2019 anniversary for Game Boy and Genesis. And it has Portland Retro Gaming Expo on there. So that was a cool shirt that I picked up. Pretty cool. Let's get to the pickup. So I was trying to decide whether or not I was going to go more for games or for consoles. And I just got a pretty nice ton of games. So I decided more consoles. I did get some games. A couple accessories I needed. I needed a PlayStation memory card. Something I needed. I needed a Sega Dreamcast memory card. I have one of the VMUs, but I didn't want to open that. That was actually sealed in the box. I also picked up one for the N64, so we can use that for the Friday night finisher games and have our save point saved. Then on the first night, there was a vendor in there with the arcades and the console setup. Had some games on sale in there. Allow them for $1 for N64. Picked up Twisted Edge Extreme Snowboarding for the N64. That was $1. Hey You Pikachu. That was also $1. Automobile Lamborghini. That was $2. F1 Pole Position 64. That was $1. F1 World Grand Prix. That was $1. Mission Impossible. That was $2. I almost feel like I had that already too, so it might be a giveaway. Now gonna win the Olympics. That was $2. I remember this. My brother got this maybe the second weekend he had this in 64 for Satan 64 for $3. So I picked them up and round out the N64. I picked this up on Saturday. This is Clay Fighter. I can't even read it. I think it's 68 in the third, 36 in the third. A little messed up. Actually came from Hollywood Video. It was rented, but a little banged up. I actually thought this was one of the one that was rare, but it's actually not. So, but either way, I got it. It was only $10. Can't complain. Then Sunday, I actually got this game for free. Guy was giving away a lot of stuff. NBA Hang Time for the Genesis. It says $1 on it, but I got it for free. So I was like, hey, I'll take it. Free's always a good price. Now I wanted to get some SNES. I didn't really see a whole lot of games that I wanted, so I ended up picking up Donkey Kong Country 2, as well as the original Donkey Kong Country. They were $10 each. Spider-Man, X-Men, Arcade Revenge. I picked that up as well, and of course the classic Killer Instinct. I had to pick that up too. First night, same store, I picked up a Nintendo Zapper. I don't know why I never had one. Couple bucks, so I picked that up. Install your reasons. Stuff to have up there. Alright, so let's get to some other games. Now, this is one game that was actually on my list that I've been looking for quite a while to add to my collection. And I wanted it complete, or at least with the box. So this is Kid Icarus Uprising for the Nintendo 3DS. I saw, I believe Metal Jesus Rocks was talking about this game, and maybe the completionist was talking about it. And I've been wanting this game for a while. GameStops have them, but they always had the loose games, and I wanted it to be complete. I got the manual in the game, so I'm happy I got this scratched off my list. As I was telling y'all, I had a lot on my list, and I actually erased them off of my list. So that was one game. Then a couple other pickups. PlayStation 1, 007 Tomorrow Never Dies. Picked this up for $5. Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger Portable for the PSP. Big Tekken fan. Picked up Tekken 4. Picked that up for $5. Amazingly enough, I picked this up. It's actually got a receipt in here. Oh wow. So this person actually paid full price for this game, and it's Street Fighter 5 for the PS4. Picked that up for $5. Everywhere else is going for 20. This is one of my best pickups at the show. Then I picked up some more PS1 games. Siphon Filter 3. That's a double disc. I always liked how the double disc looked. Actually, I'm looking. I should have checked this. I'm actually missing the game, but oh well. It was $6. Maybe that was the reason why. Always check your stuff. So I'll be checking it in front of you. This has both this and there. Ridge Racer 4. It might be in there somewhere. Ridge Racer 4 for PlayStation. Oh, one maybe is a weapons guide. I don't know. I can't remember if it's 2 discs. But oh well. Then Cool Borders 4. Who remembers Cool Borders 4 for the original PlayStation? Had to pick that up as well. Then before I get to these, well, I can get to this one. Picked up Soccer Kid for the Panasonic 3DO. Always saw good reviews. People talked about this game. I'm a big platformer game fan, so I picked that up. So before I get into some of these other games, I gotta make it make sense. So there was a couple games that I wanted for the Sega Saturn that was just super expensive. One being Marvel Superhero, other being X-Men Children of the Atom. Now they're super expensive for American, North American set and for the games, and I thought it would just be more suitable if I just got a Japanese Saturn. That would just eliminate that to be quite cheaper. So that's what I did. Picked up a white. It's a little faded, but I'm gonna have to I can clean it up. He actually discounted, so shout out to Jay Williams. This is one of the purchases I got from him that first night. So I picked up a Japanese Saturn. Comes equipped, I think, yeah, it's got an S video cable, the white controller, nice packaging. Like I said, it's a little faded. I didn't really care too much for that, but I wanted some games that I wanted to get and not pay $200-300. Like North American Saturn and Sega CD games are crazy expensive, so I picked that up. I got this for a really good price. I'm happy to have that in the collection, even though I had an American Saturn, but I wanted to get Japanese so I can get some Japanese games. So let's get to the Japanese Saturn games. Of course, I had to pick them up. And this was actually bought by mistake. I'm not mad that I got it, but it's not what I wanted. As I said, I wanted Marvel Superheroes. He gave me Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. He looked for it, and we went to the case. He gave it to me. I was excited. I didn't thoroughly look because I did buy quite a few things from him. So he got it, and when I got back to my hotel room, I actually looked, and I'm like, whoa, this is not the right game. So Saturday, I brought it back to him, and I'm like, hey, I wanted Marvel Superheroes. And unfortunately, he had 2 copies, and he sold them. So, I mean, it's not the game that I wanted, but I still got it. It's still not a bad game, but I wish I had got the original Marvel Superheroes, because that's really what I was looking for to take off my list. So Marvel Superheroes import for the Saturn. Picked up Saturn Bomberman. It's always highly reviewed. A lot of people say this is the best Bomberman game that was ever made, so I had to get that. Also picked up Clockwork Knight. This is a game, I can't remember who reviewed this, but I seen it around, and it made me want to pick it up, so I picked that up. Clockwork Knight. Also picked up Classic, something else that I wanted to get Japanese Saturn for that was just crazy expensive, and I don't really know why, but Nights in the Dreams, had to get that. Picked it up. And all these came from the same guy, Jay Williams. Again, shout out to him. Then I picked up the Vampire Hunter, which is one of the sequels to Darkstalkers. Had to pick that up. Again, I met the creative director. He actually drew out the characters and stuff. The creative for Darkstalkers. He was there at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I got a chance to sit talk with him and Steve Wright Jr. So shout out to them as well. Then I picked up, no, that's not for that. And last but not least, I picked up X-Men Children of the Atom. Now that was on my list. I actually picked that up, so I was happy about that. Way cheaper going that route versus the North American set. Now, let's get into another big console that I picked up that was on my list. Again, this first night when I got these pickups and I bought the consoles, that kind of let out the rest of the weekend. So I decided to pick up a North American TurboGrafx 16. You know, in Japan it's called the PC Engine. So I picked this up, really good price. He said he rebuilt the controller port and stuff like that. So this is something I've been on for a while. He actually had he had the cheapest price in town at the expo, so I picked it up from him. Shout out again to Jay Williams. So I picked it up, S video and AC adapter as well. So I'm excited to play this. Of course, got that. Had to get some games, right? So I got a couple games for it. Got one more somewhere. I know I do. I'll find it. Anyway, got Keith Courage in Alpha Zones. This is basically like a action platformer game, and that's my style of game, so I picked that up. Also picked up it was a loose copy. They thought they had the case, but they couldn't find it. I found this one vendor, Bravo Man. And I picked up one located the last game for TurboGrafx. I picked up JJ and Jeff. And it's funny because I went back to my hotel room and I was like, after that first Friday night, because I bought a lot of the consoles that Friday, and I was trying to decide which games I wanted to get, and I found JJ and Jeff loose copy. I got that for a pretty good price. This is another platform, kind of goofy, but I actually got a chance to play it in the console section, so I picked that up as well for the TurboGrafx 16. So there's that. Now, a couple other things I was missing, and I know it's kind of crazy. I can't really explain why. There's certain ones I wasn't really pressed to get. Like, wasn't in a hurry to get them. And I thought they'd kind of be a dime a dozen, but then the prices started raising. And even there, they were going for $100 plus. I wasn't trying to play it. So basically, what I was looking for was the NES Classic and the SNES Classic. I picked up both of them while I was there. I looked online a couple times just to see what the going prices was on there. People were raised, especially the SNES one, this is more expensive. They were going around 100 and more, 100 plus. And the NES seemed to be going for around like $80, $90. So I picked them up for less than both. And I found one with one vendor, one with the other. They were actually same price with each of them. I grabbed both of them so that I have the set. So now, outside of Neo Geo Mini, I now have all the mini consoles. So I picked these up because from the looks of it, they were the cheapest around. So it's not always true what they say about con prices. These were actually pretty good prices. So I picked these up. You guys can see the thing. It was a console trip. So next one, we're gonna get to the next console. This is something that I decided last minute. Now I had already bought a couple other consoles. I'm still talking to the guy Jay Williams. So I seen this and I asked him, I said, you know, I made purchases already, spent a couple $100. What's the cash price for this other one? He gave me a decent price. So I went ahead and did it. Something that I never had before, never played. I didn't even know anybody had it. Neo Geo CD. Had to pick that up. Added that to the collection. Great price. Again, shout out Jay Williams, man. I can't thank you enough. He hooked me up this whole entire trip. Made it worth it. Like, a lot of this was bought on Friday night. And I felt really good after that. You know, so my weekend was really good after that. So, of course, I had to get at least one game for it. Picked up Samurai Spirits 4 for the Neo Geo CD. Never played it before, so can't wait to get that open and get some gameplay. I should be able to get y'all some kind of footage on something. So, last but not least, now I'm not sure if the Neo Geo CD or this next one is going to be my new Holy Grail item in my collection. I'm not sure. I haven't really decided yet. But this one was major. Something I always heard of a kid. Never seen it, never played it, but I always heard about it. I believe one of my friends, Darnell, had it. Shout out to Darnell. It seemed like he had every video game ever back then. So this is something that I have been eyeing, but then I was seeing the prices again of the games, and they were crazy expensive. But again, Jay Williams came through in the clutch. Couldn't turn them down. Had to get this baby. The Neo Geo AES. Yes, sir. I did it. I pulled the trigger. It was there. I worked hard. I saved my money, so it's like, why not go hard to get the things that I want? So I picked it up. Neo Geo AES. I'm super excited to have these in my collection. Y'all have no idea the feeling that I got knowing I got these. I can't wait to put them up. I can't wait to play them, man. Oh, I'm so excited. So of course, got that. Had to get a couple games, right? So I picked up, this is Fatal Fury Special. Yeah, great prices on these. If you guys look online, some of these games are going a couple $100 a piece, and they're huge. You look at the size of that. They are huge. I got good prices on them. So that was one. I also picked up Samurai Spirits, and this also has the manual in it as well. So I was super excited. Like it made my trip. And keep in mind, Friday night I purchased the TurboGrafx 16, the Japanese Saturn, the Neo Geo AES, and the Neo Geo CD, all in that first night. Friday night when Steve Wright hooked me up that pass, I was in there. All of those were bought that very first night. So really, in theory, I could have stopped right there and had everything, almost everything that I went to look for. A couple other things. So that very first night, that Friday night, I picked up all of those consoles the very first night. Not the minis, but the Japanese Saturn, the Neo Geo AES, TurboGrafx 16, Neo Geo CD. I got those all that Friday night. So I walked out of there with like a box. I was on the train, of course. I don't know the area, so I didn't know what to expect. But I mean, I'm not a pushover either, and I definitely wasn't just gonna let these guys slide off my hand. But all in all, I got them home safe and everything. So I got those the first night. Unbelievable. I bought all of them first night, and I kind of let that dictate the trip. I decided that, you know, I just did a huge pickup, which that video is coming soon for GameStop when they did the 4 for 10. I did a huge pickup with that. So I felt like, you know, I got a decent amount of games in the collection, and now I'm going to start going for more games that I actually wanted. And I'll admittedly admit that it was a lot of games I bought that I wasn't really sure of. I just bought them because of the price, just to kind of begin to have my collection at a certain point. But some of those I'm finding that are gems, and sometimes you got to do that. You know, you just buy them, you don't really know what to expect, and you play them, and you know, $2 a game, you ain't losing. So I bought those. I let that dictate the trip. I was going to focus on consoles, so that's why I decided to get the minis. I was also looking for Atari Lynx. I found it, but at that point, it was more than what I wanted to pay for. I felt like I may have got it. I may could get it a little bit cheaper, so I'm going to try. Again, we're still trying to be thrifty, so I'm still shopping. I wasn't just buying the first thing I saw. I thought about it. I was doing research as I was buying and stuff like that, so I didn't just jump it straight at everything. Trust me, I negotiated deals with everything that I bought that you see here today, unless it was undervalued, which, you know, that's according to my opinion. But here's the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. This is the program booklet from the event. And here's my autograph little miniature poster from the Angry Video Game Nerd that James signed right there. Last but not least, the Time Metal Jesus crew, they had this poster going around, and I had the whole Metal Jesus crew sign it, so I can't wait to put that up. So we're going to end the video on that note. All in all, I had a very, very good trip. Awesome pickups, as you guys can see. So I highly recommend the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Again, shout out to Alan Barr, shout out to William Cox, shout out to Stephen Wright Jr., shout out to Metal Jesus Rocks, Metal Jesus crew, Radical Reggie and his friends that was there, Drunken Master Paul, Kinsey, Burke, Kelsey Lewin, Cody, just the whole crew, everybody that was there. I didn't forget like John Hancock and John Riggs. I'm sorry. Shout out to all of them, man, and shout out to everybody that I got to meet and got to talk to and stuff like that. Just continue supporting the Video Game Votary, you know, is everything that I got going on with the channel, stuff like that. The channel is growing rapidly. The last video did fantastic, unbelievably well, blew way past my expectations of that video. So I thank y'all for supporting that and sharing it and stuff like that. Also, follow me on all social media platforms at Video Game Votary. Also hit the follow button on Twitch. We're going to pick back up on the Friday Night Finisher series this Friday, so be on the lookout for that. We will be streaming. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue playing Fable. Matter of fact, let me know down in the comment section below if you want me to continue playing Fable or you want me to play something else. Also comment if you were there and I didn't see you, didn't get a chance to talk to you, stuff like that. Let me know what you guys thought. What you guys thought about the walkthrough footage that I showed you, or the arcade pinball machines and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think. So thank you for your continued support. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. It is free. It's number free content, and I'm hoping that you enjoy it as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. So again, we're going to end the video on that note. It's your boy, the Video Game Voter. We out, baby.
Fatality.
If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. It is free. It's number free content, and I'm hoping that you enjoy it as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. So again, we're going to end the video on that note. It's your boy, the Video Game Voter. We out, baby.